This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of Change Your Mindset. As always, I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. In a couple of weeks, 2023 is over. The year is done. Whether you progressed, did nothing in 2023, or even if you regressed this year, it is over. It's too late. You can't go back. You can't change anything. That's one thing you cannot do or get back is time. So this year's over. Whatever you did with it, it is what it is. It's time to move on. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we have so much potential to give. We can be the best versions of ourselves every year, and we can get better every single year. But most people decide to waste their year doing the same thing over and over. They never progress. They never live to their full potential. There's a quote I said before, and it goes, when someone's passing by a graveyard, there's so much potential that was wasted. Majority of people in the grave never lived to their full potential. They never achieved the best version of themselves, achieved greatness. They were like the average person, having a job, working the whole life, finally retiring at the very end. And that was it. You have to think about it. At the end of your life, you have to reflect, did I live to my full potential? Did I give my life everything I had? Most people are going to say no. As we look around in daily life, the average person goes throughout their day as a zombie, as a robot, doing what they're told, never maxing out their day, waiting for the weekend. Monday starts, they can't wait till Friday. Have the weekends off, do the same thing over for the rest of their lives. No one tries to live their day to the full potential. Most people don't go to sleep saying, this whole day, I gave this day everything I had. I lived this day to my full potential, and I regret nothing. The average person, majority of people can never say that, because most people don't give everything they have every single day. Just think about all that compounding, giving it your all every single day. Day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. Imagine how much further and better you will be off in the long run. Of course, you're not going to see it at the beginning. You might start seeing it within a couple of months in, but eventually in the long term, you will see your progress and your results. But most people don't do that. Like I always say, most people want things now, but that's not how society and that's not how life works. And the thing that drives me crazy, we all have so much potential to give, but we don't give it. When I go to the gym every single morning, I look around while I'm giving everything I have, every single set, every single rep I have. Most people are just going through the motions, talking, laughing, on their phones, looking around aimlessly. They're not giving it their all. They're going to look exactly the same. They're not going to progress. They're not going to get any better. What's the point even going? Why even waste your time? Don't even bother. If you're going to do something, give it your all. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just going to waste your own time. There's a gym quote I heard before. It says, quote, train insane or remain the same, end quote. And that's 100% true. If you're not going to give it your all, you're not going to see any results. You're not going to see any progress. You have to give it your all to see a difference. Otherwise, you're just going to look the same, and you're going to wonder, why have I not changed? Why do I look the same? And that's the average person. Because every time I look at the gym, people look exactly the same. And I see why, because they're talking to somebody else, they're on the phones, they're not giving it their all. They are not living to the full potential. And besides the gym, we can do this to life. Most people have jobs, and they work the job, come home, go on social media, watch TV, play video games, go out, eat, whatever it is. They don't live it to the full potential. And that's why they're stuck in the rat race. And they hate their job and they hate their life. But they decide to do nothing about it. People just complain and whine. Even though you have so much potential to change it, you can do whatever you want, but it's too hard, too difficult. That's what the frustrating thing is. We all have so much potential, but we waste it. We rather waste our seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years, and give it all up. And at the end of our lives, you have to ask yourself, did I give everything I had in this life? Did I give this life my full potential? Like I said before, most people will answer no. It's an unfortunate truth, but that's how society is. People are getting lazier, people are getting weaker. And that's why there's times right now, the highest that's ever been, everyone's depressed, everyone has anxiety, everyone's confused. We live in a chaotic world at the moment. But just ask yourself, 2023 is almost over. Did you give this year everything you have? Did you give this year your full potential? Hopefully you can say you did, but majority of people are going to say no. They wasted another year. That year you don't get back. Every single year we waste, we do nothing for our lives, we're never getting that back. And that's something you have to live with. And if you can live with that and live with regret, then you have a talent that I would never have. But by all means, to each their own. Next year, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to incorporate something. I'm not going to say it now, but at the beginning of the year, the first podcast episode, I'll talk about it. And I know many people won't do it, which is fine. But to the people that actually want to progress, that actually want to change their life, and do something about it, those people will actually do it. And I know it's going to be very few, which is fine, but those are people that I'd rather have around that actually want to get better, that actually want to live their life to the full potential. Because next year is not going to be easy. Every single year for the past 50 years, it's never gotten easier. Everything keeps going up. Everything is getting more and more expensive. Life is not getting easier. It's either you get better and improve and live your life to your full potential, or you stay the same as last year, be average, and fall behind like everybody else. It's your choice. Like I said, next year I believe is going to be very tough. It's going to be very chaotic. 2024, it's going to be one heck of a year. See how things go. But like I said, you have to improve. You have to get better. You can't regress, and you cannot stay the same. And for the people that are actually going to do what I'm going to incorporate at the beginning of the year, the people that actually sign up and do it, those people, I guarantee it, are going to get better and progress every single week. And you will see how far they will go and how far they improve. And they will live their life to the full potential. Because I'm tired of looking around and seeing people go through life aimlessly, having no ambition, having no goals, having no dreams, not trying to get any better. And the people you watch and listen to on TV, internet, radio, whatever it is, it's all entertainment. They don't want you to improve. They don't tell you how to improve. They don't care if you regress, stay the same, or get any better. At the end of the day, they're better off being wealthy, famous. They could care two dams about you. That's the unfortunate truth. While people worship and watch all these people, at the end of the day, they're not going to benefit your life. They're not going to want you to get any better. That's why society is so messed up. People worship and follow false idols that give them no value, that don't want them to get any better. That's why so many people are struggling right now in life. That's why I've talked about so many people are lonely, people have anxiety, depressed, and a lot of people are suicidal. It's the unfortunate truth. This is where we are in society. And that's why people need to get better. This year is over. Whatever you do with it, it is what it is. You can't change it now. There's no time machines. There's nothing or any way you can go back in time and change anything. You gotta live with it and move forward. Stop living in the past, put in the work in the present, and you will be rewarded in the future. That's a guarantee. And what I roll out next year, I'm really excited about doing it because I know people are actually going to do it will benefit from it. And like I said, it's going to be very few, but I'm excited. Stuff like this, people wanting to get better and improve, gets me pumped up. And I guarantee you, if you give me 100%, I will give you 110%. That's my promise. I've been doing this podcast for a year and a half now. Since I started, I never missed 1 week of doing a podcast, releasing one episode. Now I'm doing 2 episodes a week and have not missed one single week. Having consistent and discipline. And that's what it takes. And the people that are going to do this program next year, that's exactly what it's going to take. Consistency and discipline. Whether you like it or not. You gotta get it done. Like I said, there's a lot of things we have to do in life. We all have our problems. We all have our chaos. But at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. I have a lot of things I have to do. I have businesses I have to run. But I'm still gonna put these podcast episodes every single week. And here I am, a year and a half later, still doing it. And I will continue to do it. Because I hope these episodes actually help people. Because like I said before, I could be doing podcasts about sports, movies, celebrities, entertainment, and that would get thousands of listeners. But that's not going to benefit anybody. That's not going to improve people's lives. It's just would be for my own benefit. Would be for my own personal interest. But I don't care about any of that. Like I said before, I don't want to be famous. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I don't care about any of that. At the end of the day, if this is impacting people, helping them improve and change their mindset, to change their life, that's the best thing, and that's all that matters. And that's all I care about. Because times like these, we live in one messed up society. That's why the whole world is all messed up. And we need people like you that actually want to improve and get better, and hopefully help others to improve and get better. Well, like I said, next year, I'm really pumped and hyped up to get this going. Because the people that don't want to make excuses, that are not going to whine or complain, those people that are actually going to incorporate this, guarantee you they will progress every single week. And that's what I'm excited about. People that are actually going to be willing to get it done. Which like I said, it's going to be very few people. And I'm 100% fine with that. But that gets me excited that those people are actually going to put in the work. And if you've been listening to my podcast episodes, you know I'm not going to want to hear any excuses. I want to hear you complaining or whining. I'm going to tell you the truth, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Get it done. Whatever it takes, get it done. No more regressing. No more staying the same. You're going to have to move forward. You have no choice. Move forward. Don't even waste your time or don't waste my time. And that's the truth. You know I'm not going to baby you. Say, oh, it's going to be okay. There's always next week. That's not how I am. That's not how I work. Get it done. Progress. And we do it again. Over and over. Progress every single time. That's what it takes. And for the ones that are ready to do that, that's what I'm excited about. It's going to be New Year, 2024. And we're going to get to work. It's going to be hard, but no one said life's going to be easy. You get what you deserve in this life. If you put in hard work, you will be rewarded. Like I said, next year, the first podcast episode, I'll talk more about it. I'll go more into detail and elaborate more on the topic. But until then, for those of you that wasted 2023, did nothing with it, didn't progress, didn't get any better, didn't live their year to their full potential, it's too late. It's over with. 2024 is coming, Now it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that year. Your choice, your decision, your life. So that's going to be it for this podcast episode. As always, I appreciate you guys' time for listening to these podcasts. Like I said, I'm really excited next year for the people who are actually willing to incorporate what we're going to do. That truly has me fired up. But like I said, I know it's going to be a few, but that's all that matters. People that are actually willing to do the work. So thank you guys again for this podcast episode. And thank you, Patron member Blade262, for supporting the podcast and being a Patron member. If you want to be a Patron member, the link will be in the description below. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys again. I wish you the best. As always, change your mindset to change your life. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.